This is Oscar Bevis for IFL TV. Jerome Campbell, joins you, my friend. Pleasure to meet you for the first time. How are we today?
Good, everything's good, man. It's a cold November evening, but we're good, man. We're ready.
Yeah, the weather's just kind of starting to turn now. Do you do your track work outside?
So yeah, I do my road work in the mornings, early morning, 4 or 5 o'clock.
This is where I don't envy being a boxer.
Yeah. I've always done it like that. To be honest, I've always done it like that. But it gives you a little mental edge as well. It's not just because of obviously flexibility with work life and things like that, but it just gives you a little mental edge when it's raining, it's cold, and you're out there working. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it will make the rewards all the more sweeter, I guess, when they come.
Yeah. Well, obviously, when boxing is done and over, I'm not gonna miss it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna miss it.
Like I said, I definitely don't envy that. Obviously, you're gearing up towards your English title Eliminator, Saturday, 2nd of September. What's the kind of thinking like been? Because you've had 2 fights this year, coming off the back of a draw. I know you'll have hopes to get yourself to that title level. What's kind of the mental process been like over the last few months? Because I guess you're heading the right way to go to what you want to achieve. But boxing is such an unpredictable sport. So how mentally, how mentally has it been the last few months?
Like you said, boxing is a fluid sport. It's like something you can't really bank on. As you mentioned, my last result was a draw. I didn't really feel like it was a draw. A lot of people felt the same, but it's a 4-round fight, and sometimes these things can happen. In terms of my mentality now, fully focused, fully locked in. Like, I think when you kind of think and come to the terms of having a 10-round fight, no matter who the opponent is, I'm expecting the best version of them, because I'm going to be the best version of myself. And I've just been super locked in, super focused. I know it sounds cliche, but I do feel the best that I've ever felt. We put a lot of things in action. So I got a nutritionist on board, the strength and conditioning and the PBs, the sparring. It's just been, everything's been going good. You know what I mean? Like, it's been going how it should do, or even better, to be fair. So I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excited. I can't wait to fight, man. You know what I mean? I don't feel any nerves or anything like that, to be honest. I'm just excited.
Is that usual with you, though? Are you usually someone who gets perhaps a little bit tetchy as the fight draws closer?
Not really, but obviously this is, on paper, probably the biggest fight of my career. So, it's my first 10-rounder, but I'm not sweating it, man. I'm excited. That's the most. Like, I've never been this amped training. Everything it just feels so much easier now, because I know it's working towards something, innit? You know what I mean? English Eliminator, 10-rounder. Let's go, man. Yeah.
And Adam Rasul is the man in the other corner. Do you kind of paint the man in the other corner always as your absolute enemy? Because I know some people kind of have to have that little, even if it's not real, just kind of a little bit there of, I don't like this man until we finish the fight. Or are you someone who doesn't really bother with that?
To me, that's like, I don't know if people will agree. To me, that's more of a mentally weak kind of state of mind, because I know that some of the hardest spars and some of the hardest work I've done has been with people that I'm closest with. You know what I mean? It's just another person to me. I picture the fight before I go to bed, when I wake up, when I'm driving my car, when I'm running. All I'm doing is picturing the fight, picturing my opponent, picturing what I'm going to do. So, I have the thoughts in my head, but I don't have no malice or bad feelings toward anybody. I don't know the kid. He ain't done nothing to me. I just hope that he turns up the best version of himself, because if he don't, it's probably going to be a long night, because I'm going to be tanning man up if he's not serious. Like, it's not even a joke. It's got to be it's a big fight for me. It's a fight for my career, and I'm taking it as serious as that. So no matter, like, to me, this is a, I don't want to say a world title or anything like that and sound cringy or corny, but it's a big fight for me, so I'm treating it as such. You know what I mean? Yeah.
When you visualize it, do you visualize the way you're going to approach the fight? Do you visualize the ending of the fight? Do you just visualize you two at some point, whether it's early or late, just going to war? What is it you visualize about the fight? Do you visualize you standing on the ropes, Rocky style?
You know what? Yeah, I haven't actually visualized winning. Like, I'm not saying that I don't think I'm gonna win, because that's the mentality I've got. But I'm saying I don't really think about that when I'm running or when I'm shadow boxing, or when I'm driving, I'm visualizing things like movements, combinations, setting up shots, executing combinations, executing shots, just letting my hands go, doing things that are gonna make me win the fight. But I just enjoy I shadow box for about 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I could sit there, picture a fight in my head for ages. I love it. So obviously having an opponent, and having an opponent that's not a journeyman as well, someone that you can say, yeah, okay, he's another prospect. It makes it that much more spicy for me. There's more to it. So it's getting me out of bed. Like, I'm not cutting no corners. I'm taking this very seriously.
We just spoke before I hit record on this, and you said you know people who fought countless eliminators. Yeah. Sometimes perhaps they might not count for a lot, because I know politically it can be quite a tough landscape, boxing. But the end goal for the kind of this part, I guess, is to get your hands on the English title, and focus is for the eliminator first part. Mate, how much would it mean, and how sweet would it be to just sit there on the sofa the day after, belt across, eating a nice takeaway, just like, yeah, I've done this job now.
I mean, yeah, like, you probably speak to countless boxers. They tell you that. You probably interviewed boxers that have done that and about to do that. But yeah, exactly. The long-term goal is obviously I want to get my hands on the English. But like you said before, it's a very fluid sport, and it's very business-based, you know. And there's a lot of contributing factors into progression and next steps and things like that. So all we can do is just focus on this fight, get this fight out of the way. And then hopefully, in a perfect world, if everything goes to plan, we could contend for the English. You know what I mean? And then that will be the next step that we focus on. But that's definitely the direction that we're going in. And that's definitely something that I've got my eyes set on.
Who's got the English Super Feather? I know Michael Gomez had it, but I'm sure he must have potentially vacated. I'm not sure.
I'm not entirely sure on that. But if he has vacated it, then obviously he's vacant. But on the
vacant belt TV show, you never know. This time next year, not even that. The first half of next year could be absolutely huge.
This is what I'm saying. It could be a big thing, man. Like, I think if it is vacant, then there'll be a number of people that are. I think Jordan Flynn beat Kane Baker for it, didn't he? For Eliminator. Yeah. So I think that they're obviously contesting for it. If it's vacant, maybe I can fight one of them, or whatever path that's going down. But yeah, definitely. I'm focusing on this fight, and then whoever it don't matter. Like, I'm not really one at this age. I'm 32 now. I don't really care about the opponent too tough, to be fair. Like, it's just an opponent. It's just another person, innit? If I turn up my best self and I'm doing what I can do, then I shouldn't really care about my opponent. You know what I mean?
Mate, wicked. Thanks for speaking to me today. Pleasure. And we will speak potentially on the fight week, but if not, after December the 2nd, and after a successful night, I'm sure.
Yes, man. 100%, man. Respect. Stay ready _official on the socials. Hit me up. I like to communicate with people, fans or whatever, or supporters. But yeah, man, let me know.